How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. We got an unboxing today. Let me see, what we're going to do to the unboxing with. Let me see what I got in my pocket. What I got in my pocket today. Oh, my new favorite. Got my new favorite in my pocket today. So let's go ahead and do the unboxing. Oh, what is it? What is my new favorite? This is Original Goat modified with cold steel engage, Atlas lock engage, 3.5-inch blade engage with the CPM S35VM blade. And let me see, what else can I tell you about it? That's about it. Everything else is just a stock parts. The only thing that's been changed is that the scales have been changed from going from a stainless steel liner with a G10 scale to a one-piece linerless aluminum liner. Aluminum liner or a handle scale or whatever you want to call it. And the parts have been all polished. Absolutely love this one, people. This knife is awesome. This is probably the smoothest knife I own. This knife operates so smooth, it feels like there's nothing rubbing anything anywhere. It just operates smooth. And when you operate like this, like when you slow roll it, it feels like silk. When it unlocks, and that's all due to these bearings and these handle scales. It wasn't like that before. I mean, it operated pretty nicely before already, but with this bearings and this handle scales, it takes it to another level. But anyway, let's get back to this unboxing. Where's this one coming from? EK Knives. EK Knives. Oh, there's Juju. Here's my girl. Let me close my knife up here. She wants to say hi to everybody. She wants to get in the video. That's right. Heard me out here making a video. Okay, kiddo. We gotta get down now, so we can go ahead and do the unboxing so we can see what's inside this box for everybody. How's that sound? Huh? That's my girl? All right, kiddo. All right. So anyway, let's get busy with it. Let me see, look like got some tape here. Tape here. Seal here. EK Knives, people. That's where this one's coming from. Got enough to get loose. Okay, I think it is. Well, maybe not. Does it come open this way? Maybe it comes open the other way. There we go. Oh, that way. Okay. EK Knives. Oh, got some candy. I love some candy. I love my chocolates. Thank you, EK Knives. EK Knives. Have a knife day. Got a Band-Aid in case I cut myself on this sharp knife, I guess. EK since 2013. Very cool. This is my first order, first time I ever purchased something from this company. And June's got to get down. And what is it? What is it? A Microtech. A Microtech. Hello. Thank you for your support, for supporting EK. We hope you love your MSI. Have a knife day. Misty. Very cool. Very cool. What is it? Microsoft. Microtech standard issue MSI RAM-LOK manual folding knife. Black. 3.85-inch blade. Apocalyptic stone wash. 210T-10APPMBK. Awesome. Awesome. I like their style. I like that where they give you little gifts and stuff. That's cool. Thank you, Misty. Put all my stuff back in here for right now. You know me, people. I keep all the receipts and everything in case I ever wants to resell something down the road. Even though this one is one that I do not plan on reselling. I plan on this one being a keeper. All the standard stuff. I'm not gonna take everything. We've been through this before. I'm not gonna take everything out. It's got the inspection. This one's a different person, inspected by PS. Looks like a PS, people. What do you think? All right. I've been wanting to see what the apocalyptic finish looks like. This one's going to be a collector for right now. Because this one I'm going to save for whenever they start making some titanium scales. At Original Goat. Oh man, they're so smooth. Oh, I see it's darker. It's darker. Well, you know, let's do a little comparison. Do a little comparison. This is the one I've been carrying. So these are my two MSIs now. This is the one that gets used. This one's gonna get taken apart. So I can measure out the bearings and send the bearings off to Steve's skiff. So you can start making bearings for these. Oh, the stone washing, this one's really nice. It's really more, it's just more obvious. I mean, you can see the stone wash markings a little bit better. Let me see if you guys, I don't know if you guys can be able to see what I'm looking at. So only a slight difference, people. This one I paid $1 more for than I paid for this one. This one was $175. This one was $176 at EK Knives. This one was bought at Blade HQ, or was it Blade HQ? I want to say it was Blade HQ, people. Blade HQ, I got this one for $175. But this is the one I was talking about I wanted to get. Just because, you know, the blade looked a little bit different. I just want to see what the difference was, basically. This one's a little bit stiffer than the other one. Feels like it's a little bit too tight. That's what it feels like. Rock solid, no up and down, no side to side, no nothing. No blade play, zero blade play in any direction. So it probably is just a little bit too tight. This is how the one I've been carrying operates. I love them, people. You gotta get down, sweetie. Got to get down, Juju. All right. Absolutely love them. Microtechs. MSI. Absolutely love them. You guys are probably saying, well, how come did you get all the polymer models? How come you get the G10 model? Or, you know, one of the fancier editions or whatever. Well, these, because I've talked to Original Goat. Original Goat is talking about making titanium scales for these. Titanium and aluminum scales, you know, all those kind of scales that they make for all their other knives. They're going to be making them for these. And so I plan on turning these into Original Goat knives. At least one of them. At least one of them is going to be a titanium. I want titanium scales on this one. And that's my plan. What you think, Gina? Think titanium scales would be pretty cool? I think titanium scales would be pretty cool too. And I've after carrying mine for around now, after carrying this one around, I start to like the polymer handle scales because they're super lightweight compared to all the other models that it's the lightest MSI. Juno, you gotta get down, sweetie. I can't talk to people if you constantly jumping up here. Mm-hmm. That's my girl. No, you just want to sit in my lap. You just want to sit right there. Okay. But this one right here, it absolutely rocks. This one feels like it needs to be broken in or loosened up or tuned a little bit differently. I absolutely love both of these people. Either finish that you choose, I don't really see the major difference. This one looks like it's got an acid stone wash, and this one looks like it's just a plain stone wash. But all of them have the same blade steel. All of them have the even the most expensive ones. They all have the M390 MK, and so they all got the same. They also got the same materials. The only difference is in these knives are the handle scales, and that's the reason why I went the polymer ones, because all the other parts are exactly the same as all the other ones. So once you change the blade scales on these, you basically be having the same thing as a high end one. And I love original goat scales, as y'all know, because every time I modify a knife with original goat scales, the knife always ends up being better than it was in its original configuration. The original goat scales and the bearings and the skiff bearings, they just improve the knife. And so I know when they do that with these are going to be super awesome. And there's one other one that I want to get to, people. There's another one that I'm absolutely in love with the new Microtechs too. But I sort of hope that they come out with the polymer scales for that one too. And as y'all might have guessed already, it's the amphibian. I love the amphibian. The amphibian absolutely rocks, but the $300 price tag doesn't though. I can do without that $300 price tag. I wish it was a little bit less expensive, but it has all the same materials. The M390 MK, and except for that they're not making them with the polymer scales, just like they're not doing that with the stitch. The stitch I'm not so worried about. That's not really my style of knife. I know it looks like a really good self-defense folder and stuff like that. It's just not my style. I guess a little bit more of a traditional style pocket knife with a traditional style blade or handle or whatever. I don't know. But the stitch looks like a good knife too, though. I'm not putting down the stitch or whatever. It's just not my style. So don't expect me to get one of those. But I might get the amphibian. I like that one so much I might even just fork out the $300 to get it. I don't know. I don't want to do that though. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend that much. I've done it for basically I've done it for knives I've customized. I've done it for a lot of the Demko folders that I've had. I've spent over that, but I've never done it for any other brands. So Microtech might be the first one I do it for. Well, actually, yes, I have bought cold steels that cost over $300 with the original 4 Maxes and the extra large Espadas. So yeah, I have spent that much money on folders before, on cold steels and Demko knives, and all those were Andrew Demko designs, so they're basically Demko knives still. So I basically haven't done anything that wasn't a Demko knife design. I haven't spent that much money for. But I really like these Microtechs. And don't get me wrong, people, I don't think that these are like super strong knives or something like that. I think they're very strong, as far as compared to Axis Lock or something. I think they're just as strong as that Axis Lock folder, a Benchmade Axis Lock or a SOG XR lock or something like that, or a Spyderco ball bearing lock, especially if you have the ball bearing lock with the titanium ball cage or one of the metal ball cages. I definitely think they're all about, like, to me, they're all about the same. But this one here, this one's a little bit on a different level. The Atlas lock, to me, the Atlas lock and the Shark lock are a step above all the others, because they're not only fun to use, but they're also super strong. That's the way I sort of look at those two. But these are a blast. These are a blast, people. Absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. They're fun to use with either hand too. So, that's one thing that, for me, for a knife to be a master fidgeter, what I call master fidgeter, I gotta be able to use it with both hands. I'm not a left-handed person, so if you see me able to use something with my left hand easily, that says a lot. And this one I can use my left hand easily. I could do the same thing with the Shark lock. I could do the same thing with the XR lock and the Axis locks, and the same thing with the Atlas lock. But the ones I can't do it with is like the Spydercos, the ball bearing lock and the compression lock. I have difficulty using my left hand with those. And same thing, I could even use the Scorpion lock, the Dimco Scorpion lock with my left hand, but it's hard. It's not easy. It doesn't feel natural. And so I put like those three. Even though I really love those three knives, I put them at the bottom of the list for what I think are great fidgeters. But they are great knives, period, though. I mean, like the steel that's on the Crew Wear or the S30V or even like the Japanese AUS 10A that's on my 8015 Lite that I like. That's good steel, too. Absolutely love these, people. Absolutely love these. Well, everybody can cut out right now if they want to. I'm going to take this one apart really quick. This one right here. So, that's really the end of the video for the introduction for this one. Well, did I show you guys the box, the markings? So I'm going to go ahead and take this one apart. That's the right side I want to take apart. Okay. The other side felt like it was like super Loctited in there. You're there, you're not supposed to be taking it apart. This is for Steve Skiff. I'm taking this one apart for Steve Skiff. I've never taken it apart before. So it's the first time I'm taking it apart, so bear with me. I'm pulling the bearings out of it. I also want to check and see if I have any bearings that will fit it too. Any of the skip bearings, extra skip bearings I already have. They're for like my ADs. See if any of those fit. So far, all these body screws are the same size. And they're all T8. I'm using a T8 on these. The pivot screw is a T20. take that out. Okay. Here's what the scale looks like on the inside. This is the polymer model. Oh, they use red Loctite. I see red Loctite. I don't use red Loctite. That's what the inside looks like. Okay. Okay, it looks like it has, I don't know if these are steel or ceramic bearings. Looks like they're encased in Teflon. That'd be my guess. That'd be my guess, they're encased in Teflon. They look pretty big too. Okay, people, let me see what size bearings these are. I don't know. I think they're bigger than the other bearings I've used in the past. They're definitely bigger than that. And that's quarter-inch pivot. It's bigger than a quarter-inch pivot. Wow. Yeah, it's bigger than a standard bearing size. So I think I definitely need to send these to Steve. It's a bearing size like I've never experienced before. The pivot is a big. Let's see what size pivot it is. See if we can find out the inner diameter. Now we can actually measure the actual pivot too. Yeah. .54 millimeters. That's a thick pivot. 7.54 millimeters. Okay. Outside diameter of these. .29. And measure the other one. Just make sure that was an accurate measurement. It says 14.22. Let me measure the other one again. .24. So they're roughly around that size. 14.24 to 14.22. The inner diameter and get zeroed out. .8 8.48 millimeters. That's a big pivot. Oh, did I drop it? No, it's right there. 8.48. I'm going to measure the other one just to make sure. 8.48. Yep. 8.48. Got the same measurement. How thick are these? You measure the top of the bearings. See if I can get this around the top of the bearing. .57 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter. Let me see how much that. And the bearing itself is 1 millimeter thick. Uh-oh, dropped it. That's okay. The bearing itself is 1 millimeter thick. One millimeter thick. And then when you do the ball bearings, the ceramic or steel ball bearings, I don't know what they are. You know, it's one or the other. It's 1.5 millimeter, 1.57 or so. So those are the bearing measurements. And none of the skip bearings that I have that are for like my 8020 and 8020 or 8020S model and 8020.5 models, none of those bearing sizes will fit. And those are 1/4 inch and 6 millimeter pivots. And this pivot's way bigger than those. All right, people. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one apart because I'm gonna send these bearings into Steve Skiff. So this one's gonna have some downtime for a little bit, and so that's one of the reasons why I decided to start carrying this one. So this one's the one that's gonna be in my pocket now. My 3.5 inch gauge. All right, people. Peace out, Stiletto. I'm gonna put this one out there for you guys tonight. Peace.